Lucas had always felt like life was slipping through his fingers. No matter how hard he worked, nothing seemed to fall into place. His career was stagnant, his relationships strained, and his dreams felt like distant memories. An old man, seated a few benches away, watches Lucas with a calm, knowing smile. After a moment, the old man stands up and walks over to Lucas, sitting beside him.
Son, you look like the world is weighing heavy on your shoulders. I've seen that look before. Care to share what's on your mind?
I just feel stuck. I work so hard, but nothing changes. It's like life is happening to me, and I can't catch up.
I understand. You feel powerless, but that's the thing, you have more control than you think. The first thing you've got to learn is this. You can't change the wind, but you can adjust your sails.
What does that mean?
It means you can't control everything that happens to you, but you can control how you respond. You've got to take responsibility for your choices. That's where real power comes from.
The old man's words sank in. Lucas realized that he had been blaming his circumstances for everything that was wrong. But now, he saw that maybe the first change needed to come from within. Lucas nods slowly, considering this new perspective. A few days later, Lucas finds himself thinking about the old man's advice. He meets the old man in the park again, hoping for more guidance.
I've been thinking a lot about what you said. I get that I can control how I respond, but I still feel lost, like I don't know where I'm going.
That's because you haven't set a clear destination. Imagine you're on a ship at sea with no map or compass. You'd drift endlessly, wouldn't you? You need to decide where you're headed, son. What's your vision for your life?
I guess I've just been reacting to whatever comes my way. I've never really set goals for myself.
That's where you're going wrong. You've got to see the end before you begin. If you don't know what you want, how will you know when you've arrived?
For the first time, Lucas wasn't just reacting to life, he was shaping it. He now had a vision to work toward. Lucas returns to the park, meeting the old man once again. He's feeling more determined, but the demands of life are still overwhelming.
I've set some goals, but it feels like everything is still pulling me in 100 directions. I don't know where to start.
That's because you're trying to do it all at once. Life isn't about doing everything. It's about doing the important things first. Look at it this way. Imagine your life is like a jar. If you fill it with the small, meaningless tasks first, there won't be room for what truly matters. You've got to start with the big rocks, the things that align with your vision.
The old man picks up a rock from the ground and holds it up.
Prioritize the big things, and the rest will find its place.
Lucas began to understand. He had been spending too much time on trivial tasks and distractions, leaving little energy for what truly mattered. One afternoon, Lucas sits on the park bench, visibly frustrated. The old man approaches with a knowing smile.
A colleague and I had a disagreement at work. I just wanted to prove I was right, but it turned into an argument. Now, we're stuck.
Ah, I see. You're focused on winning the battle, but what's that really getting you? You've got to stop seeing life as a contest, son. It's not about winning or losing. It's about finding a way where both you and others can succeed.
How do I do that?
The key is in thinking about how everyone can win. When you stop fighting for a bigger piece of the pie and start growing the pie for everyone, life becomes much easier.
Lucas realized that real success wasn't about proving others wrong, it was about creating win-win situations where everyone could thrive. Another day, Lucas and the old man sit together in the park as Lucas talks about a recent argument with his girlfriend.
We keep fighting, and I just don't understand why we can't get along.
Maybe the problem isn't that she isn't listening. Maybe you're not really hearing what she's trying to say. When people speak, they don't always say what they mean outright. But if you listen carefully, really listen, you'll hear what's underneath the words. Don't just wait for your turn to talk. Seek to understand first.
Lucas reflects on this advice as he later sits with his girlfriend. This time, when she speaks, he listens without interrupting. He hears her concerns clearly for the first time. By seeking to understand, Lucas deepened his relationships. He realized that listening wasn't just about hearing words. It was about understanding the heart behind them. Lucas comes back to the park, more confident but still facing challenges at work. He tells the old man about a big project that's overwhelming him.
I've been trying to do everything myself, but it's too much. I don't know how to handle it all.
That's because you're not supposed to do it all alone. Real strength comes from working together. You've got to learn to trust others and bring out the best in them.
But what if they don't do it the way I want?
That's the beauty of teamwork. People will bring their own strengths. When you combine efforts, you'll create something better than you could on your own. One last thing, son. Life isn't just about work. You've got to take care of yourself, body, mind, and soul. Renew yourself regularly, or you'll burn out before you ever reach your goals.
Lucas learned that rest wasn't a sign of weakness, it was the key to lasting success. Renewal wasn't optional. It was essential. Lucas sits on the park bench one last time, looking content and calm. The old man stands up to leave, but not before offering Lucas a final smile.
Remember, son, life's not a race. It's about making steady, meaningful progress. You've learned a lot, but there's always more to discover. Take it one day at a time.
Lucas discovered that the path to a better life wasn't about quick fixes, it was about steady growth, mindful choices, and taking time for what matters most. And now, you can start applying these lessons to your own journey. If you found this story helpful and you're ready to take control of your life, make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel for more inspiring stories, and don't forget to comment below, what's the one lesson you're going to apply today? Your journey starts now. Stay inspired, stay focused, and together, we'll grow. See you in the next video.